Welcome back to the channel, guys. I appreciate y'all stopping through, man. Today we are going to be going over 4 tracks that have been forgotten in MX bikes. And the first track that we're going to go over is Somerset Valley, or Somerset Valley, by the man Razzles126. Now this track is actually amazing, and I didn't even know this track existed, so I'm learning things as I'm coming up with ideas for videos. Evidently didn't know this track existed. I was going through looking for some tracks, you know, just to make this video. I came up with the idea and was scrolling through MXB mods, and I stumbled across this, and I had never played it, so I hopped on and I was testing it out, and turns out this track is actually really good, man. It was made for Beta 17, but if you guys remember, Beta 17 had a lot of traction issues, so I think on the Beta 18 bikes this track would not be rideable the way it is now, because with these new Beta 19s this track is like amazing. It really is. Definitely one you guys got to go check out, and this would be an awesome track to have in servers, man. Not only just regular servers, but I think that this could serve a very good purpose in the ranked servers, just based on how it rides, man. It's not smooth. It's got its roughness. It's got the braking bumps going into the corners. It's not the most technical track, but it's also not the easiest track. So definitely go check this track out, man. It is very good, and yeah, I'm gonna try to play this, and if I do end up streaming at all when I'm on night shift, I'm gonna put this in the server list because this thing is fun. It really is. I was actually very surprised by seeing it. Now Razzles I had never heard of, and so I clicked on the page and I was looking at his name to see what other tracks, you know, he may have come out with, and this was the last track he made. So I don't know where he's at. I don't know if he changed his name and he's making tracks under a different name, or you know what, but this was the last track that he posted on MXB mods, man, and it came out in 2022. I think, you know, had the shop been around at that point, based on the quality of tracks that was happening at that point, this track would have done very good, and I think it would have been able to be on the shop, because for, you know, being released in 2022, the quality of this is definitely ahead of a lot of the tracks that were released around that time, visually and, you know, the way it rides. So overall, an amazing track, and I think you guys definitely need to go check it out. I will leave a link down below to all of these tracks that we have on this list today. There are going to be 4 of them, and man, some of these tracks, one of them actually, the next one coming up, I had never really ridden because I was new when it came out, so let's check that out. Alright, so we are up on Redwick by the man Red Rider. Now this track's difficult, man. This track will throw you through a loop. Now I do remember when this track came out, but when this track came out, I was so bad at the game, man. I could barely get around forest without crashing, right? And then just, you know, after time, it kind of just got lost in the back of my mind, and I never went back and revisited this. So like the last track, I was scrolling through MXB mods trying to come up with, you know, 4 tracks for the idea of the video, and I stumbled across this. Now when this track came out, it was actually kind of crazy because it had a Easter egg where you could find a download link on the track for a mullet, right? And I mean, obviously once one person finds it, they leak it and everything like that, but that's just like an insane concept by Red Rider to put up in here. And you know, we all know the name Red Rider. Red Rider makes some amazing tracks, but not only that, he goes around and he helps so many people on their journey for track creating and, you know, objects and just everything. Red Rider is a very important part of the community, and he has done a lot for a lot of people, and he has been involved in a lot of projects that you have probably played. Red Ryder is literally everywhere, but this track is absolutely amazing, and it is difficult. I also think that this would be another good track to add to the ranked server list, just for the simple fact of the difficulty level. You know what I mean? This is more difficult than a lot of tracks that have come out recently. So, yeah, and it's actually very fun, man. This track is very fun, very fast, very flowy, and it has like an insane level of difficulty to it, especially when you don't know the actual layout yet and everything. When you're first trying to learn it, like this section right here, I'm screwing it all up. But when you're actually trying to learn it and go through and figure out the track, man, there is a lot of, you know, throttle control required, because certain jumps you need to be pinned, certain jumps you have to choke up on, and it will definitely throw you through a loop, man. So if you're a better player at the game and you're looking for an older new track to play, the reason why I say new is because it'd be new to you technically, you know what I mean? But if you're looking for a new track to play that, you know, will challenge you and all of that good stuff, definitely go check this out, man. It's on MXB Mods, and like I said, I'll leave the link down below in the description. But yeah, shout out to Red Ryder, man. This track is absolutely killer, bro. So we're going to get on to the next track in this list. All right, we are up on Potecas MX by the man Kevin Fuela. Now this was one of my favorite tracks when I first started playing the game. Just absolutely love this track, man. And I want to know what soil he used, because the soil that he used for this track has so much traction. I don't know if it's compact soil, I don't know what he used, but whatever soil is on this track works very well with the Beta 19 bikes, man. And I need to figure it out, because I want to start using this soil on my tracks, just simply based on the traction. It's insane. I didn't realize that, you know, the different soils had so much. I know like the hard whatever it is has really you know, not very much traction at all, but to find this this soil and knowing that it has this much traction on the Beta 19s, definitely want to use it on my tracks, man, because this is it feels good again. It feels good riding on a track where your rear end doesn't just slide out behind you like a madman. You know what I mean? So, but this track is fire, and you can definitely see the progression. Like if you look at Kevin Fuela's tracks now and compare this to that, it is absolutely insane how far he's come. And I did not realize how many tracks Fuela has actually released, man. The dude has released an insane amount of tracks, bro. It's crazy. And then where he's at now is absolutely wild, because he's just so good at making tracks. Like, it's nuts. Now this track is even fire. Like, this would be a great track for somebody besides Fuela to release nowadays. You know what I'm saying? But just seeing his progression, definitely I'm in awe, because this was just 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So, and then if you look at something like the RD Alive Compound, or the Mini O's, or 2024 Loretta Lynn's, like, Fuela is just, you know, top tier track creator in MX bikes right now, one of the best. And it's wild, man, just to know that the progression from this to that is possible, and you know how many tracks the dude has actually made. It's crazy, dude. Like, I'm gonna have to go through and count, because I'm seriously curious. I bet he's pushing 50 for how many tracks he's made. But we're gonna get on to the next track in this list. All right, so we are on the SX Test track by the man Fat Muppet. Now, this is another track on the list that I had not played prior to doing this video, or, you know, looking for tracks to record on this video. And it's nice, man. It's weird to me that there's a Fat Muppet track that I've never played, but actually there's two, because he has an IRL like replica of a Supercross track that I've never played that I got to go download and try out, man. Fat Muppet is one of the greatest of all time for track creating. I mean, he's created tracks like Walnut and Farm 14 that will literally be around as long as MX Bikes is around, dude. Those tracks aren't going anywhere, and they will forever be in servers. I mean, Farm 14 and Walnut are kind of synonymous with MX Bikes at this point. So, but that's going to do it for us today, guys, man. The links to these tracks will be down below in the description. So make sure that you guys go down, download them. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and join that Discord so you don't miss out on any future giveaways, man. Y'all have a blessed day. Stay up. Peace.